All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Waking up late here. Good morning. See what we got. John Amos, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's waking up a little late here. Market crashed, huh? Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Market taking a plunge. All right, so we had that head and shoulders from yesterday play out. Now we're an extended version of that head and shoulders. How far will she go, or are we going to rally now? Set my contract size to 1 here. Here we go. I am coming in with some green from last night's trading some gold. DJ NYC. EN, good morning, sir. I had a nice gold trade last night and up about 900 bucks, so I really don't want to give it back today. Good morning, Shark Trends. Good morning. All right, so we had NQ come down all the way to that 540 level. Let's take a look at levels. Overnight low is currently at 540. The gap fill up at 625 area. So potential move for the gap fill and then figure out what the market wants to do from there. Either continue to the upside or come back down. I'm sorry, gap fill is all the way to 749. I'm sorry. Previous day low is 627. Overnight high is 793. So full gap fill all the way up to 750 area. And previous day low is right around here at 627, right around the VWAP. I'm sorry, 200 SMA. Where's VWAP at? 663. So VWAP is somewhere around here at 663. And yes, we had the news this morning. What did we have? We had a couple of news events this morning. Let's take a look at the news real quick for the rest of the day. All right, so this morning at 8:30 a.m., we had PCE, continued jobless claims. So I guess the jobless claims was higher than expected. Is that what happened here? Forecast was 3.3. The actual was 3.0 and 3.3. Got it. Okay, so yeah, market not liking it. Let's see if the trend down continues. We do have a red folder event at 10 a.m. Existing home sales at 10 a.m. That's a red folder event. So let's see what this market does. Shark trend so far for my short over 200 points from last night. Oh, that's right. You did post the short last night. Nicely done, Shark. That's a beautiful play. 200 points is no joke. Shark Trends, I do remember. Yeah, you did post a short yesterday. Nice. Very nice short. Nicholas Gomez, another day, another dollar. Yeah, man. Let's see if I don't give back some of my wins today. I got to take a little patience today. Let's see what this market wants to do. Previous day low is right here at 627. The gap fill all the way up at 750. And let's see what we've got here. 4 minutes for the casino to open. Four minutes for casino to open. I'm currently up with my gold trade from last night, about, what is it, 960 bucks. Try to catch a trade. I think this time I'm going to wait a little bit. That's what I always say, and then I end up hopping within the first minute or two. But let's see if we can wait for direction here quickly. All right, so good morning to everybody. Nicholas Gomez, my man on the Eastern Hemisphere. So as far as what I'm looking for, or what I'm looking at on TradingView, let's take a look at TradingView. Here are my pivot points. The blue lines are the pivots. We have a 30-minute pivot all the way down at 440. Come back, potentially test the pivot point at 600, and I think 600 is, let's take a look at this real quick. Previous day low is at 627, so potential push right back up to test this pivot point, and then from there you got to wait. We're going to continue to push up or come right back down. Nicholas Gomez leaving his like before he even turned on the stream. Nice. Appreciate you, brother. Well, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Let's see what we've got today. We have sharp pullback here. Market not reacting well to the news and taking a healthy pullback from all-time highs. So now the question is, on the intraday, what are we going to do morning? Going back to trading view. We dip below the blue. This is a pivot point, 600. We're about 30 points below that pivot point. See a quick push up to test that pivot point, potentially go for the gap fill or at least previous day low, right? Where's previous day low? 627. So potential move up 627. This is where the 200 SMA is, and VWAP is all the way up at 656. So they may push this up, reject at the pivot point, come back down, or rally for the upside. We'll see. We shall see. What is gold up to? I think gold took gold also following NQ. Oh yeah, gold took a sharp pullback. A 20-point pullback right after the news drop. 788, 768, close to 30 points on a pullback there. All right, looks like the casino is now open. Market is trying to tank. Tapped overnight low. Let's see if it continues to the downside. Shark Trends, have a great day, man. Nicely done with your trade, Shark. That was a beautiful trade. 200 points is no joke. All right, let's see what this market wants to do. Continue, come down, or finally bounce. The green line is the 15-minute opening range. That's the top of the range and the bottom of the range. Red line is the bottom of the 15-minute opening range. So the green is the top. Well, let's see what we're going to do today. All right, pivot point is all the way down to 475. They really want to push this. Shark Trends, you're still in the swing trade? Okay, nice. What's your target, Shark? All right, they continue to come down. Let's see how far will they go? Oops. shark will be out of his price heads above 24,855, but other than that, you're looking at holding this short for a swing trade. 22. Wow. It's a juicy trade, man. All right, market. Trying to bounce here. Dark Trends, have a good one, man, and nice trade. All right, market, undecided what it wants to do. Taking a pullback. Let's see, how far will it go? We got news at 10 a.m. Pivot point is all the way down to about 470. All right, market continues to tank. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for the whole move to play out. I'm not going to try to long a falling knife here. So let's see what happens at that pivot point all the way down at 440. If we get a bounce and I can try to hop on this short, other than FOMOing in, I'd like to participate in the short, but I don't want to. Nicholas Gomez, what code market are you using? This is NQ. Still no bounce. All right, here we go. Are you on the right contract, Nicholas? NQZ5. All right, pivot point is at 470. We talked about that pivot point touch on the 15-minute. We're coming to that blue line, the pivot point. That's where I'm watching for a potential bounce, if we bounce. It's coming for that pivot point, which is the blue line right here. Let's see what happens there. All right, it's a pivot point touch right there. No bounce just yet. Coming back down for that pivot point. Whew. Down 100 points already, right? Oh. Trying to bounce at the pivot point. We try the long. I'm gonna try the long at the pivot point. I'm gonna keep it really tight if they flush it. I'm liking it. Come on. Not liking it. Out. Kept that really tight. And it wants further downside. Now they're flushing that pivot point. $440 next stop. Beamer USA, hit your profits on the crash of midnight. Nicely done. Market just taking a plunge. Trying to long at this 30-minute pivot point. Good. 30-minute pivot point failing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're trying to get a bounce here. Let's see if they can bounce it at least to the 9 EMA. And still no bounce. See if they can bounce this pivot point. And no bounce. Looks like it's going to continue to push down, so I'm going to have to stop trying to long it. I'm going to wait for this push up. If they can't push it up here, then this is going to tank even further. The 30-minute pivot point. Let's see if they can try to push it up. Come on, they need to push above that blue line, which is the 9 EMA. The bounce, otherwise they'll bring it back down pretty hard. Come on, push. You can't push above the 9 EMA. The bounce is the dead cat bounce. Need to push above that 9 EMA right now. Hard. Push it. Nope. Come on. Nope. No bounce. Come on, push it hard. Boner candle, let's go. Boner candle. Boner, there we go. Push it. We're looking for that 20 SMA. Come on. Come on. There we go. Push, push. Push hard, 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 hard. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Give me that 20 SMA. Give me the 20 SMA. All right, I'm out. I'm out for now. That was a little too much intensity there. All right, so we got that one. A little scary there with the drawdown. So letting that one go, and let's see how far they push up now. I don't want to push my luck. right, so now I hit the 20 SMA. See if they continue that bounce to the upside or bring it right back down. Going to be your typical V recovery. All right, came to the 20 SMA. Let's see if they bring it back down or they continue to push up. Cole Parker. I don't know about a nice trade, but that was definitely a nail-biting trade. I longed the pivot point, but it did, if you take a look at the 15-minute, I did talk about that pivot point, essentially longing it here, but on the 30-minute, flushed a little bit further down. That was the play. I was looking for a stronger, faster bounce, but I'm okay with that for now. But that was the pivot point bounce. All right, well, the bounce played out. Shook me out a little bit, and now it's pushing up. Now let's see if it's a full V recovery and try to hop on a long on a pullback. We got news in 10 minutes. So let's wait for the next trade. See how far this thing goes. Looks like it's going to be a full V recovery. What is gold up to? Gold tanking. Ooh, gold's not following NQ, huh? Maybe this is the breakout right here on gold. Ooh, a long gold here. All right, let's see if they bring this back down. And then it would be a directional day to the downside or a pullback for another push up. Potentially test this level again and then the final play for the upside. It's choppy though. It's moving. If you're on the wrong side, you'll pay. All right, so it's coming back down. Let's see if they break below that session low right now for further downside. And I guess bears building their directional day to the downside to Okay. So I'm going to wait for direction. If I take another trade, I'm going to calm it down a little bit. Let's wait for the next one. News in 6 minutes. That's a red folder event. Wait, how did the news have a number already? My fellow traders, so I see 10 a.m. news, right? How are existing home sales numbers out already? Alexa, stop. So red folder event at 10 a.m., but I'm seeing the results for existing home sales already. I guess that was released already, even though it's a 10 a.m. news drop. Does anybody know why? Man, I haven't seen that before. Cooper, what's up, brother? All right, is this the building of the bounce? The final play to the upside? They came back, tested this level, and now they bounce it? Hardcore? Or they flush it? Which way will it go? Well, 10 a.m. news in 4 minutes, but the numbers are already out. I'm not understanding this today. So I'm taking a look at the news. Right, we have 10 a.m., 7 a.m. Arizona, 10 a.m. news, but numbers are already out. NYC, if you are on a pro account with Take Profit Trader, you can't be in a trade 1 minute before or after certain news events. If you're on an eval, you can trade the news on Take Profit Trader. But like I said, it looks like the news has already been released. Not quite understanding that. Cooper is telling us they were early. Yeah, it's odd. Usually I see the results right afterwards. Paul Parker, yeah, same here. I'm a little lost here with the news, how that played out today. Usually you wait and then you get the numbers, but existing home sales was released at 6:45, 15 minutes before the official news drop. So we go back to 6:45. What's 6:45? Okay, that was the little bounce here. That's weird. All right, move on. Can't let that throw us off. You adjust and you continue. All right, NQ, what you doing here, brother? In a descending channel, continuing to the downside today, or looking for some basing around here for further upside? Whatever it is, I'm going to be patient on the next trade. All right, coming back down hard, testing this session low. Beamer is telling us it's going to crash today. Keep the shorts on. All right, NASDAQ slowing down. What did gold end up doing? Did it bounce? Oh, it did. It did bounce. Oh, coulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, I was watching this area. It did bounce. All right, let that go. All right, NQ, what you gonna do? Gold is starting to rally. Is gold and NQ finally going to have an inverse relationship today, or are they going to follow each other? NQ tanks and gold rallies. Ooh, gold looking juicy, juicy. Beamer USA making a sharp call. Today's upcoming crash will be remembered for months. Wow. Beamer making a... You were in rally mode last night. Didn't I get a text from you last night, Beamer? The market will rally tomorrow. Mark my words. You switched. What happened? Now you're calling the Armageddon of shorts. All right, NQ coming to the top of that descending channel. Let's see if they play this channel like they've done for the last couple of days. If they break out, if you look at the line right here, that's that descending channel. It's been playing out day after day on directional days to the downside. You just got to have the cojones to short right here. I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna try shorting the bottom of that channel. If they pop me up too much, then forget it. All right, if they don't bring it down quickly, then I'm gonna have to kill the short. They're breaking out of that channel, so that's not good for my short. All right, they're pushing. Carlos, this is very bullish. And I got to get out. They're pushing this hard. Yep. All right, out. Jesse, good morning, sir. Nico, yeah, I thought about you, man. 10 minutes later, it tanked. I saw that. Literally 10 minutes later, it dropped. The move that I was waiting for, it dropped, and I saw that. Yep. All right, so they're in rally mode. The channel broke out. My short didn't play out there. Let's see if how far they go. Jesse stayed up late tilting last night. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Let's hop on to gold. What is gold doing? Take a look at gold. What are you trying to do, gold, here? Gold's undecided. All right, NQ with a V recovery or a W recovery. Jesse, what were you trading, man? Sorry to hear that. I went to bed right after the stream. Eco, been shorting all morning. I'm trying to short this stuff here at you. All right, it's coming for VWAP. Where's VWAP? VWAP is at 573. Oh wait, did I just short by? Oh man, I was trying to long it. Shit. Shorted this. God damn. What the hell did I just do? It's targeting VWAP. Come on. God damn it. Gotta get out of it. I was trying to long it and ended up shorting this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's when you get out. All right, I tried to short long there, ended up shorting that by accident. Yeah, 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 yeah. Carlos, massive bullish. Yeah, full recovery on that. NQ, I was up 1,000 at one point, should have walked away. Famous last words. It's happening to me right now, brother. You ain't the only one. All right, we gave to VWAP. I'm gonna try to short this one more time. See if it comes up to that 200 SMA. Where's the pivot point? Pivot point is all the way up at 602. All right, I'm going to try to short this. I'm going to have a wide stop on this all the way up to that pivot point. If not, I can probably go on tilt from here, and I'll call it a day with a loss, big loss, or trading like an idiot today. Unbelievable. So pivot point is, it might have juice for the pivot point though. The pivot point is at 600. That's the problem with the short. You have to close and go back, wait till 600 to short it. All right, let's see what she does. Jesse, what were you trying to do? Long or short NQ? All right, NQ, slow. DJ NYC is up. Nicely done. Still pushing. Looks like it wants that pivot point first. I gotta get out of this. Oh boy. I'm out. JC, I kept trying to long that dropout late last night after the stream. Oh, okay. NQ's pushing hard. Let me switch to gold to get my mind off of NQ. Interestingly enough, gold is not pushing up while NQ is. Let's try a short with gold. See if gold continues this push down. Come on. Let's switch back to NQ and let that one simmer for a little bit. NQ, did it hit the pivot point yet? It did. Gold pushing up now. Ugh. Gotta get out of gold now. Put a stop on gold right here. Go back to gold. All right, NQ pushing right up to 603 pivot point now. Let me try a short on that pivot point. Stopped out on gold. All right, let me try the short here at the pivot point. Oh wait, this didn't close my. Yeah. Thought I put a stop there. What did I do? King Caesar. Yeah, I'm all over the place today. Clearly all over the place today. Time to call it a day. All right, guys, it's time to call it a day. I see $1,500 loss. That's not good. That's tilt behavior. So time to call it a day. It goes up to 1,600. I am calling it a day. Let's close that. Let's close gold. Gold might have a chance. Hold on. All right, I'm all over the place today, guys. This is tilt behavior. I'm not going to cause any more damage before I blow accounts. So, calling it a day. Thanks for tuning in. Horrible trading. Tilt in full effect. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Laters. Not even going to try to push this even further today. Actually, I should stay on so I don't take any more trades. Jesse, yeah, I'm on tilt, man. When you start fooling around like that, that's the indicator you're emotionally trading, and that's not good. So I'm calling it done. Taking a $1,600 loss on top of what I came into green. So horrible trading. Talk to you guys later. Bye.